Hello, wait a minute. I forgot to... There we go. Hello, how's everyone doing? Are you all doing well? Infinite Midnight, Luz, welcome to the stream. How are you? How have you been? The seal event only started 11 minutes ago for me, and oh my gosh, Pinon. Pinon? That shot of Iakin and Fenon after we wake up was so cute, actually. I want to give these little creatures all the kisses. Not your day. Your day? Wait a minute. What did they... Did they made... They actually made... Chimera versions of, you know? Of the characters? The same way the little cake cats... No, it's not that. What is it? What am I reading wrong? You'll see when you do the event. Okay. By the way, I was playing Kingdom Come Deliverance yet again. A couple of streamers, you know, have started to play this game. Along with, you know, because of the release of the second game, right? So they're trying to catch up. And I myself returned to the game, and I actually... am glued on it now, and I actually struggled to stop playing Kingdom Come Deliverance and start the stream. Wait a minute, am I writing blasphemous correct? No, I'm not writing blasphemous correct. I don't know how to write blasphemous in English, even though it's a Greek word. Blasphemous. There we go. Give me a second because I really need to... There we go. Make the post about, you know, me being live. All part of the, you know, all part of the routine at this point. How's your day been, by the way? My day has been tough. I must have carried... Today I didn't carry my luggages, by the way. Today I carried... furniture. Because we are also... Our duty is not just in the front desk, our duty is also to do the heavy lifting. So I had to remove the bunk beds from all the rooms when the school left in order for another group of people to come into the hotel today. And I must have carried over 30 chairs. No, not chairs. They are bigger than just chairs. They are like this... Technically they are chairs, but they are like presidential kind of chairs. They're kind of heavy. They're like couch chairs, but not quite. I don't know how to describe them. And 30 of those, 30 desks, little desks, you know, like small desks for drinks and such, and 30 beds. So today has been a day of, you know, heavy lifting, all right. But now I get to relax with my comfort game. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, you'll see. It's quite fun. Bro wanted to procrastinate. Yeah, a little bit. Blasphemous. Thank you for the help, Infinite Midnight. Messages. Who are... Oh, the Garment Maker. Okay. Dear esteemed guest, I detect no more nymphs in the Demigod Council. Seems like you've fulfilled your duty for now. What? I did it already? I did it by accident. This is the first time which I have done it without actually needing any help. But there seems to be something wrong with the nymphs here. They are even making some strange noises. I'm a little scared. Come over and take a look when you have time. Alright then. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking the marshmallow soda today. This is the last marshmallow soda. The store I went today and I didn't have it. I didn't have it. They didn't have it, right? And because they didn't have it... Oh my god, I still have to make a choice. But I have been listening to the song of, you know, Himeko, you know, that song. You know the song, right? And I really wanna... Oh, fuck. I can't choose. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet. Also, wait a minute. It is, oh my god, it is the entirety of the family of the Astral Express and the Stellar Hunters. There really is everyone. But... Fuck. Okay, look, I don't know. I'll think about it. Make the choice already. Fine. Look, if I am Kalis, I would choose Firefly, obviously. But if I am me, if it is me, you know, then I would choose Himeko, because I get the feeling that Himeko really is the one who represents, you know, the you know, the Trailblaze and the Express as a whole. I mean, you can change it if you change your mind. Yes, but if I do not change my mind, or I completely forget it by the time... Okay, so tell me who you people have chosen, in order to make sure that I'm gonna also listen to what you know, what you got. That way I'll feel a little bit... I picked Blade. Why? Wait a minute, why did you pick Blade? I would expect you to pick Sunday, or Wealth, actually. Why wouldn't? He's my favorite out of them. True. But you know, why is he your favorite? I chose Sandy. He's my baby boy. Okay, so we get two of the guys. Excellent. Now, I need to find 7 more viewers in order to pick the other characters and tell me what their message got. I like him because he's a well-written character. Well, he's very complex, I'll give you that. I'm not sure well-written is the word for it. No, actually, that's a lie. He's well-written. But, you know, he's a complex character. Yeah, indeed. I don't know. Okay, I will choose later. I'll choose later. Well, okay. So this is the thing. I so badly want to get this one too myself. I wanted a new pet for a long time now. Anyway, let's you know, zoom through the game because we don't have much time today.
By Catherly into Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed. Virtuous citizens of Akama, Finan Vides, Elysiae, and the Outlander are heading toward us.
I'll just say, if you don't pick Himeko, last lesson will haunt you. Yes, I know. I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm listening to the song Night Glow, and oh my god, it's my wife. I didn't expect it to be there.
What happened here?
Yeah, what?
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads. In the past, I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
Oh my god. Oh no. Also, Infinite Midnight. You weren't here. I think you were not here yesterday when that happened. You told me that there will be something that will make me worry. Was that something the fact that the Flame River is back? And you know, we got the message from Midai actually saying we didn't actually got the guy.
do you mean?
That's not everything that will make you worry. Oh no!
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments. I have been a demigod for far too long, that I hardly have any humanity left.
What?
Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites, no longer capable of relating to the people.
No! No! Where is Midnight? Oh, wait, he's back and Kremnos. Fuck! His wife needs him and he's not here. My worst nightmare. Let me have a sip of my soda. I'm a failure of a man. My comfort game, everyone. Ah, yes, I'm relaxing right now, indeed. Light, hello, welcome to the stream. You caught me in a weak moment. And did you? Did you get Castoriki? No, we're gonna make a pool party next week. I'm not sure what's day. Probably it's gonna be Wednesday. I'm not sure. I'm trying to, you know, farm along with the other friends of mine.
This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time. I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
So you will not be the representative anymore? No! My what? It's okay, I can fix her. What are you talking about? Besides, what are you talking about? I got feud like on. Congrats, bro. Congrats. Hopefully I'll have enough pulls for the Lightcon. We'll see. Even if we don't get the Lightcon, at the very least, let's get the character. I don't like the fact that Infinite Midnight is keeping silent. I get the feeling that she's waiting for me. She's waiting something to happen. Her silence is deafening. Either that or she's actually busy with something. I'm saving for Fate collab now. Bravo. Ah! Infinite Midnight, I know. You know, I may be a ridiculous goofball sometimes, but I'm no stupid. You're paranoid. There is no way I'm paranoid. There is no way I'm paranoid.
Yes, this is my duty, but...
It is far easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person. Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances.
True that. That's how councils work most of the time. Stop it. Get some help. Oh, I'm long gone. There is nothing that can save me now. Except my wife. But my wife is also lost.
There is no glory in winning this debate. But that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finan, you are a Chrysos heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans.
We're still back at that? I thought the guy was flawful. Not flawless, flawful.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
Okay. Debate time. Just like that time with... Okay, witch, calm down. Just like that one time with, you know, Dr. Ratio.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me take over and personally close this debate for today.
Oh, I'm looking forward on crushing your wits, bitch.
Dearest counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems. Back then, Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the earth and shared close bonds with humans.
Aglaya bet. Unless my allergies kill me before first. What are you betting on? Wait a minute, I'm lost. I'm lost. Explain to me a little bit. By the way, I just realized We're having a debate in ancient Greece. Let's go. I love that. Yes. Time to debate like true philosophers.
Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city where they hope to rest under Kephile's protection. All of us have long been in the same boat with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility. All I have left is one question for you. Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice.
By the way, this reminds me of the original Flame Chase journey from Honkai Path 3rd. The idea that we have to keep moving forward. Anis literally does that. She's trying to push people back into the Era Chrysia instead of the Era Nova, which is the future. Yeah. Goddamn. Well, don't worry. I'm at work, I'm not typing all that. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Now, which of the two would lead mortals to an ideal future?
I could say me, but no hesitation. I stay by Era Nova. If it's possible to bring Era Chrysia back, fuck that. No. We stand by Era Nova. Era Nova is a path of salvation to the gods promised. We should not have doubts. Blah, blah, blah. We should not have doubts in the Flame Chase journey.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness. Please, enlighten me. How does the Council of Elders plan to turn back time?
Let the three Titans of Calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those Titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again.
Are you sure about that? There is a saying that goes, you're better off with the devil you know. Oh no. What?
Know that the Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have on our side.
I mean, Anaxa, okay, but... Kazoriki, what the fuck?
Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages. And Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death.
But she's not a goddess yet. She's not even a demigoddess. She doesn't have the core flame. I promise you, it will be okay. Do you think they are fooling her? I mean, the woman... She's trying to scold us or whatever. She's trying to get the better of us with some fancy talk over here. But she's nothing more than just an assassin of you know... of Christos heirs.
With the help of these two heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
What media did the best example of Greek-Roman politics? What media? Well, my favorite scene, now that you're saying, you know, it's this one. Wait a minute. It's not accurate, but I would like to imagine at one point it is. At one point in history, this was actually a thing. There we go. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have to show you this. I have to. Sorry for interrupting the Honkai Star Rail program, but I really have to show you an actual official depiction of what it was like to have politics in ancient Greece.
It should be little more than a formality for Themistocles, the hero of Marathon, to finish what he began.
Please! We must appeal to Xerxes' reason! Coward! Athens is a city of cowards! Shut your cock! Shut your own! I'll kill you! Fuck the Spartans! Fuck those muscle-bound boy lovers!
Fuck those muscle-bound boy lovers. That is my favorite quote in the entire movie. Mediocre movie, but that quote really sold it for me. I expect that to be the ending of this debate right here. We're gonna really literally throw hands. Good job, this size. You distracted him. Yeah, a little bit. In a game, movie, or books, seen quite a few people saying they didn't like how Honkai Star Rail did it. It is a game anyway. Why, I'm not surprised. You shouldn't. You really should not.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
Yeah, fuck them, Christos heirs.
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Era Chrysia.
Okay.
Era Chrysia! Era Chrysia!
Oh, wow. Okay. We're losing people fast. As a very wise, handsome, and elite scholar once said, a robust constitution always proves it's a metal, no matter the hour. Yeah, more or less. Shut your cockholes!
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
You little scummy little... I have no insults for Castoriki. I like her too much.
You finally arrived, Anaxa. So have you, Cass.
This is kind of bizarre that we have, you know, our own people across us.
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do?
I love that Ratio literally implied that he got into a fistfight debate in that text. More or less, yeah. I would like to imagine that he actually tossed a piece of chalk as he does on his ultimate, and he actually knocked out a guy. You know, David Goliath kind of way. You dare to say it? Coward. Yeah, I bet he did. That sounds canon. Yeah.
Tell me, dear citizens, if we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death and bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
These people are so arrogant. Kane specifically. The Castoriki just sits there and smiles, looking cute. Like, just smile and wave over here, the little death goddess.
He's one of the seven sages. That's impossible.
Yeah, that's right, yes. Fuck those Kremnonians.
Your proposal is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
I have to go in an hour, by the way. Well, the stream today is gonna be all, you know, about until 11:30, so you're not gonna miss much anyway.
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders. Plus, Pagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic holy city?
What? Have any of you ever seen a glimpse of the threat? But this place will become the Flame River's target sooner or later. Isn't this just survivorship bias? Both of it sounds good, but the Flame River is something that people do not know. I feel like both of these could be wrong. I mean, we're up against Anaxa over here. Survivorship bias.
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that Flame Reaver, right?
No.
Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now? Oh, legendary Eracrysia, return to the mortal realm.
She's turning them into a cult. She's going for the faith route. Castorika's only job is to be pretty. Yeah, she's smart too, indeed. And charming and strong and my baby. Yeah, she's just sitting there and winning without actually saying anything.
After the destruction of the 3 Titans of Calamity, the Flame Chase journey will have to end.
Eracrysia! Yes!
Yes! Yes! Yeah!
It has to end! It has to end!
Oh yeah, it has to end.
This is bad. The masses are now totally riled up.
Oh yeah, we're fucked.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence, right?
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed. For Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
Look at his smug face, that fucking little piece of shit.
What?
With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders. Thereafter, if we are able to garner the support of all of you at the Citizens' Assembly, we shall spare no effort in ensuring that the Eracrysia will return to our world once again.
Fuck those muscle-bound boy lovers!
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. Buy carefully into Lent and above, as the Theoros I have observed. Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this Citizens' Assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the Flame Chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
Yeah. Well, there was no way we could win that. There was no way. I love his smirk. Nah, I don't like it. Ratio could curb Stormback and Axa. That guy ain't never been in a gym. And he's so hurt. Wow. You're really going for the short insult? That's low. Infinite Midnight.
Fantastic! Yes.
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften? You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
No, motherfucker, I'm actually getting pissed. Let me take a breather. That fuck is just insulting my queen. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Anaxa. Perhaps you should have done the same. Maybe he's got that insufferable attitude because he's short. What has caused her to soften? His name is Midai. Ooh. Nice. Thanks for that, Infinite Midnight. But the fact that he dared insult her, that she's not quick-witted. I can't tell someone's short when I'm not over 150. Fair enough, fair enough. You don't count. I'm afraid you cannot really count on, on the height chart when it comes to, telling someone who's short.
Wag your tongue as much as you like.
Ooh.
Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true at the Citizens' Assembly.
Listen, I have a brilliant plan. I'm listening. Legus announces the conclusion of the debate and the attendees part ways. What's up? Hello, Julian. Welcome to stream. Kastoriki, what's going on? Speak to Kastoriki and learn about what happened. Debate discords without spears. All we need to do is get Aventurine to bet his life on the flame chase journey. True. Oh, I'm so sorry, my wife. I'm so wait a minute. I'm so sorry. The way she's looking directly at the Trailblazer at the same height, and then she just when Midday is in front of her. The tower over here. Anyway, I'm sorry, my wife, for not being here. I truly am sorry. I just got done with the story. Bravo, Julian. I hope you enjoyed it.
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership with him instead.
Oh, poor Aglaya must be furious. And very, very sad. I know Kastoriki hasn't betrayed us. It wouldn't make sense for her to betray us, but if this moment is real for anyone at this moment, it really is sad.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
If Aglaya has to look up, I have to break my neck to look at some of that fall. Yeah, don't forget that Aglaya also has high heels, by the way.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
Okay, what happened when you went to look for Anaxa?
In actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
Wait a minute, so you're for real?
The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Even worse.
Yes, I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
Oh, Kastoriki's point of view, let's go. Familiar face we're talking about, yeah. Have
you heard of this tale before?
Oh, the sad part. Her sister, right, Polixia.
A tale about the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. It was a seaside town which enjoyed the ocean breeze and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen.
I fucking love the Spartan helmets in this picture. And the fact that we have a fucking dragon, let's go! That's exactly what was missing for the Spartans to be truly unstoppable. To have a dragon on their side. Yeah, let's go. And this music is awesome.
Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart.
Sparkle's still mad at me because I lost a fight. You should measure your fights, Julian.
It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter. It even settled itself in her bedroom like a tyrant king. The queen assembled 300 warriors
300?
and managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones.
Wow.
Devastated, the queen wept for several days.
Are these the same 300 that Midai says in his, you know, in his dialogue, in the, you know, in the conversation, basically on the menu? I mean, I have to know. I would love to know. Also, I didn't want to say this, but I guess I have to say it. These shields are a little bit bizarre because it seems like it's 3 female legs glued together. Ballerina legs, to be more precise. Yeah, now I and you cannot unsee that. Sorry about that. Already told Sparkle it was not my fault. Well, if it's true, then she will forgive you eventually. She always forgives you.
It was then that a devious, smooth-talking scholar arrived at the palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the secret art of alchemy.
That's for the trauma. Yep.
The princess was reborn! The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil dragon swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
In a single? How the fuck would you... What? How can you... Did you gather them all up in the same room and just... I thought you were... I thought you were still a girl. Or did you become like a giant? Like, you know, a titan? Okay, you know what? It's just a story. I will not nitpick.
Worse still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls that would not retreat for a long time.
How big was that? I have no idea. That's what I'm asking.
The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well. Until... Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Is she broken? Is this part of the crystals, or is she actually broken?
Oh my. It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia. So, according to your story, this is how I used to look? It's practically a mirror image.
Those are bandages. Oh, it doesn't seem, you know, when it's monotoned like that, you cannot really see it very well.
And yet, what exactly is this?
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Can she not just look into your mind and find the answers for herself?
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play, and the truth will naturally reveal itself.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed. Before I left home to pursue my education, I never even knew that anybody was looking into this area of study.
What happened to her eye?
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
I get the feeling that because it's said too many times, that it is not actually just a fable, but perhaps it's an allegory. Wait a minute, is allegory the correct word for it? Yes, an allegory with an actual truth behind it.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
Shit if I know.
I guess it might be the concept of equivalent exchange?
Ooh, okay, wait a minute, now that makes sense.
Oh? I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead.
Nah, fuck that.
What? At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both thinking of the same principle. If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
I will get bored of this concept of equivalent exchange by the end of all this.
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Yeah. Why not?
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it. You're just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Excuse me? What? That would imply that someone you liked was actually dead. Ugh. What the fuck is up with this necrophilia all of a sudden? Ugh.
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Ugh. Did you realize how wrong that sounded? Ugh.
Oh?
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. After all, you, me, and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually.
Okay.
My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life. I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Wow. The prophecy is a bitch. Fate is a bitch. Life is bitch. I wasn't expecting that. So, wait a minute. We didn't go to see Polixia in any of the promotional material of the trailers in the on the channel of Honkai Star Rail, right? When did all this happen? We saw an entire video about Akastoriki's past, but nowhere or even a single picture or a mention of Polixia. Where was Polixia this entire time? Anaxa will explain. Okay, thank you.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
Yeah, more or less. Also, wait a minute. Everything is activated except the, you know, the hand of shadow.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same.
At the last one, right? What do you mean?
How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death.
Yes, that is important to note. Well, it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't go by me, you know, that easily.
What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and leave this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
Do I really have to say that Chaos is probably, you know, chaos? Chaos? This is not how we say it in Greek, by the way. The way we say chaos, in English they say chaos, and the name over here is Chaos. Is this like a wicked twist of the Chrysosers? I don't know why would they be guided by the primordial chaos instead of Kefali over here. It would be interesting. I'm just theorizing again. I don't believe that this is what is actually happening, but you know, it would be an interesting twist that, you know, there is actually 12 counterparts to the actual 12, you know, good core flames. There are also 12 bad core flames or something like that. Why always the Doom twins? Yeah, I didn't notice this. I didn't notice first time around. I was just reading. Well, that's what you get for, you know, dashing through, I suppose.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Of course, there's a setback to that, obviously. My streams, like my runtime of the story lasts like 3 times longer than the average players.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar.
I wasn't dashing though, I just didn't think to look up at the core flames. Well, fair enough, fair enough.
But these 3 people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born was complete chaos. Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Calypso. Polixia.
It was kinda necessary as a clue anyway. I still figured it out early on without it. Okay, fair enough. I speedrun the story because I knew you'd take your time. Ah, I see. So you speedrun through it in order to have me, you know, analyze it down the line for you.
And this warrior... I seem to have met him somewhere before.
He was your father, Bigger. Back in Castrum Kremnos. But of course you would not remember him.
Regarding this matter...
Because it's not, you know, for the... It's not convenient for the story for you to remember him, I suppose.
Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Josh.
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because that's what Spartans do. As a matter of fact, that's what they actually did, if you think about it. Which is truly sad when you come to realize. Leonidas and the 300 never knew whether they actually repelled they repelled the Persians from Greece or not. They never knew if we actually won or not. We would like to imagine that, yeah, they would know if they became spirits in the afterlife, but again, as far as we know, as far as we can confirm, they have already sacrificed themselves long before they saw any victory.
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk.
Oh yeah.
A journey I began long ago. If your sister or Chaos were in my position, I believe they would make the same choice as well.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Of course. This warrior is Lord Anaxas.
Finally, thank you. Thank you. For Kastoriki may be smart, but she may be also a little bit slow. Just a little bit, not too much. At least she got to remember his name on this cutscene.
As the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness. That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attained their divinity. If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos? But her appearance...
For all we know, it's not probably Polixia, Kastoriki.
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
What about that sister of hers? That is probably not you.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anaxas.
Yeah. Game of Dawn. Record the gameplay, express phonograph. Pay chance to acquisition or gift to someone else. The father of all, beginning of all, end of all.
Reshape fate and weave
a new beginning.
A new beginning.
There we go. Wait, I have Kastoriki on the team. Fuck you. Fuck off. Okay, now what do you have to say?
Lord Mighty, let's each do our duty.
Likewise, Miss Castoriki. Miss Infinite Castoriki. Friend. Yeah.
May death forge glory for the warriors.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What? Speak. Well, let's do Chibi then.
Don't worry, little Cass. Treeby is pretty amazing.
Nice.
Lady Treeby, please stay close.
But not too close, because you know, if she touches you, yeah. And my wife? Why is my wife not talking? What the? Aglaya, speak, please. Where's your voice line? It's possible they haven't recorded the line for Aglaya to say to Castoriki yet. What? Oh. Why is every patch incomplete? Even with the voice actors that we've got. I'll start morphing into a dragon myself. Is she already dead? Shut up.
Please rest assured, Lady Aglaya. I will bring an end to all this soon.
Wait, you can check Aglaya's voice bank. Oh, true. Okay, voice. There it is. There is also one about... Wait a minute, there's also about Anaxa.
I do not agree with the ideals of that blasphemer. But we are the same when it comes to the determination with which we seek our dreams.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Castoriki, wait, there is one! They forgot to program it?
Cass, please, bring peace to the battlefield.
Now that's actually accurate. And what about Anaxa?
A common goal is enough to bring us together in this fight.
We heard that before. I guess it's not triggering was a bug. I see. Okay, report the bug and then request Stellar Jades for us. Infinite Midnight. I just came to realize something. Why the fuck did I claim... I mean, I really wanted to get her right off the bat, right? And we did a pool party too. But now I came to realize that I could have pulled her on the 14th of February. You know? Valentine's Day. For romance. God damn it. It would have been so symbolic too. It would have been romantically symbolic. Fuck. You could have, I suppose. Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Did we? Oh yeah, Trailblazer. Oh yeah, Trailblazer doesn't... Whatever.
Do not worry. My curse is a blessing on the battlefield.
Yeah, true that, actually.
May death forge glory for the warriors.
And also Gala Goat. There we go. I still love the face it makes when you make the skill. Not that face, this face.
Emerge from your cocoon.
The side eye, it's so perfect.
Emerge from your cocoon.
Oh man, okay. Oh yeah, Kalos might have the line in his voice bank anyway, just unvoiced. That's what happens with the struck characters. Their lines still get uploaded, just not voiced. Her technique has the music too that I like it did in the story. Wait a minute. What music? Have I heard the music yet? Is it from any trailer? Like the little music that plays for her ability. Ah, I see. It's almost more like a sound effect. Ah, this effect, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Emerge from your cocoon.
That face, it's so perfect.
Lord Nias's honor is sealed here.
Incredible. The honor in this child's soul is so light.
Light, huh?
I believe that his tenacity is sealed within this statue.
Before we fought Nikador, we also released it from the stone statue.
We really need to get Kastoriki. I know, I like Gamer Girl. Patience, we will get her. There's no way we will not.
Nikador's courage is a testament that they have never once retreated from a battle.
I've heard that these words are still engraved in Castrum Kremnos even today. It didn't occur to me that they were actually part of an alchemical formula.
Surprising how things work in life, huh?
Sealed within this statue is undoubtedly his sacrifice.
They use their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer.
Honor, courage, tenacity, sacrifice.
And finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
I was using Yanli with Kastoriki and said they got wrecked way too fast. Well, do remember to have sustains into your party.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore?
No.
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy toward it. It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Enjoying?
Don't worry, I got my girl Lynx, my favorite sardine girl. Yeah. I need to get the final Eidolon for Lynx too. Do not remind me, please.
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end. When I look back and see the grand epic that I've personally written, how could I not revel in that fact?
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing? Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine, young lady. The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant. I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks. On the way back, I encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs? To my surprise, he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
To someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living afford the same amount of bliss. Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust.
I mean, true that, but that doesn't mean I will like death or accept it for that matter. Well, actually, I will accept it, but not like it.
Therefore, young lady, don't detest your fate. Instead, willingly and respectfully embrace it.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world?
Yeah.
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door. I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival. When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
I knew this day would eventually come.
Are the both of you ready?
Who's the second one? Who's the sister?
Polixia.
It's her. What kind of a paradox bullshit is this?
I'm here.
Okay, wait a minute. I mean, I kinda understood it, but at the same time... No, actually... It wasn't confirmed, so I couldn't possibly understand it, but let's take things as I see them, right? Thanatos, right? Kastoriki searching for Thanatos. Kastoriki... Is there a possibility that Kastoriki is already... has already the core flame and she doesn't know it? The trial is to find her sister or something? I don't know, I'm just throwing ideas on the wall right here because I... What the fuck? How old is Kastoriki? Reminder, Anaxa will indeed explain. The point of this patch is to answer exactly that. Okay.
What? This...
Yeah. Oh my, oh my.
This is quite interesting indeed.
Is this... Polixia's sister?
Did Kastoriki completely forget she had a sister?
Is it me?
Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That I won't be able to do it.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head-on.
Even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair. Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction?
Well, some of us are destined to be outlived, I suppose. That is also one of the quotes I use whenever, you know, life is being unjust towards you. It doesn't necessarily mean that you will die. It also means that you will not be able to live good lives, a good life, like other people. You are destined to be outlived. Like in this case.
Let me do it, sister. Let me be death sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different. I was the one who wasted your life after all.
Time to cry again.
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers, one that is more beautiful than the promised land at the end of the world. Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not?
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
Wait a minute, what did it say?
Well then, tell me, what exactly are we?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it. This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
I'm crying. Nah. It's alright, Luz. It's fine. Damn.
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you...
Wait a minute.
Would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Dang it, I gotta go. Be right back. Take your time.
Death is inevitable.
Wait, no.
In
Wait,
the
what?
days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good.
I'm good. Ah, okay, okay. For another 15 minutes. Okay, okay. I'll make sure to speedrun a little bit.
If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesized new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown. I shall open wide the entrance to the Netherrealm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight. Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body.
No, he failed then.
However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land. These heroes followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world. Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
Huh. What a startling revelation. This means that the demigods, who bear the core flames, will also become the new Titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
And there it is. Yeah, I have imagined as much. At this point, the game really didn't hold it back.
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
This is utterly unbelievable. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown even today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown? Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy and the tale of the dragon. In our world, there exists a city which perfectly matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Vagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos. I have also never been to that place, as in the time of Idonia, it had long turned into underwater ruins.
Take this.
This is...
What?
The Nusporist masterpiece, the Philosopher's Stone. It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation. Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion, tempering, and ascension. This process also applies to the pursuit of truth. Regardless of how unbelievable this sounds, the truths of the world have been refined from the impurities. Think about the story of the dragon. This stone will lead you to your real hometown, allowing you to reform the door to the Netherrealm and discover Thanatos' fate.
Well, your sister actually said not to do that, but do not go back to the land of the dead. But I guess you're not gonna... I guess you want answers now, do you?
You You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
And upon whose back is this failure gonna fall onto?
However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses. Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse, his life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
Chaos, it's Kefali! His expression, I can't, yeah.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. Go. Do not disappoint me.
So Castoriki really sided with Anaxa.
I understand.
I mean, he gave answers, so... Goddamn.
Hey, child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
But you can see why she did. Yeah, I can see it.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
Oh, damn.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith. A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process. Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
Fuck me, Anaxa is worse than Blade. She's been sincere the whole time. True. My ghost wife is here. Wait, Sparkle out. Yeah, Julian, you're asking for it.
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
The ultimate life form.
Who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
But at least he can die. True.
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
He wants to become an Eon. The guy is worse than Ron May. Currently.
That's a lot to take in at once.
We teleported elsewhere. Did we actually just walk and talked?
Lady Aglaia, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You disappointed her, by the way. Infinite Midnight. I'm disappointed in you too. That was all a flashback. Yeah, I know, I remember, because she said that she will explain everything, yeah. That happened before this. Yeah, I know. Anaxa, the lost child of Blade and Ruan May's worst traits. More or less, yes. Infinite Midnight. My wife trusted you. And you betrayed her. Would I do that to Dr. Ratio? No, I wouldn't. How dare you? You had your reasons but how dare you? I still want Mem to turn into a cute girl. Don't tell Sparkle. Bro, she will not be turning into a good girl anytime soon. Alright?
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kindness desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly.
I don't know that I'd call this a betrayal, given Castoriki's goal, her ultimate goal, that is. It is selfish, okay? Doesn't matter how you baptize it. Now, for that, I will not pull for the light cone of Dr. Ratio as punishment. Can you imagine? Not exactly. Not exactly. Excuse me? I'll tell Sparkle. Lose. Lose. I don't care. I'll make Mem or I'll cook her for dinner. What the what? Do you understand why she's doing this? It's not for herself. Yeah, okay. It is not for herself, I know. But it feels like it's for herself. Tell me if she tastes good. Ah, yeah. The emergency food, yes. We're going back to the roots of it. Okay, maybe she's doing it for the flame chase. Maybe. Maybe.
Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kindness. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace.
Excuse me, what did it say? You know, Green Crate is not known regarding, which is why both you and Kane has decided to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Okay.
Peace.
The way she built up Professor Anaxa, I for a moment thought she will say Professor Ratio. I shit you not. She wants to save Kaelus's life, the one life she may even have the chance to save. Plus, however, many others she might save, but tempering death. Okay, okay. Noble, noble. Okay, you're off the hook for now. For now. Man, I'm such an ass. That's her thought process. Do you agree with this thought process, by the way? Luz, I'm gonna die now. Thank you for telling Sparkle. Well, my condolences. I will bring you flowers, Julian. You're welcome. Bravo, Luz, bravo.
But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line.
Oh yeah, Lord Mighty mentioned.
And the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains.
Are you gonna leave me fighting on the front lines forever? I mean, it's true that the Black Tide will never be eradicated, and well, considering there is a lot of the paths left, there is still a lot of Castoriki's thoughts left to witness. Okay, I see.
Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mr. Soul.
Mr. Soul. Ah, yes, my name is Mr. Yes.
Well said.
Aglaya agrees.
You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation.
Well, truth be told, yeah, Castoriki was put up to that. She wasn't actually. It wasn't much of a choice.
A world without death. Do you desire that too?
Yes, actually.
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours,
What?
I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve.
Damn. Castoriki versus Aglaya. I never thought I will see the day. They seemed to work very well together. It's not like she's been manipulated though. She's very cognizant of both sides of this. Damn.
Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
No, wait a minute. Are you using her husband's word in order to justify yourself? Now that's smart. Well played. Well played. She will resist fate. Okay, you know what? Okay. Forgiven. Okay, officially forgiven now. She's saying we'll oppose fate if fate is what pits them against each other. Yeah. Not that she will resist Aglaya. She will resist fate. I see. The responses here are hilarious. Castoriki, you've changed. Unsure of what to say, but offers a smile. Have mercy, Aglaya. Stay your threads. Basically, she's saying she ultimately doesn't know what to do yet here. Yeah, this is a little bit of a fancy talk, not gonna lie. If fate is my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mayday showed me that taking first of all. Okay, have mercy, Aglaya. Stay your friends.
I am not going to punish her for that.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I couldn't keep myself from being an ass. Oh man. But currently gaining the core flame of Thanatos is the most important first step for either outcome. What did you choose, Infinite Midnight? I believe you chose the first option, didn't you? You know, the Castoriki you've changed, right? I chose the dialogue option too. Oh my god. Really? I thought well, I guess you cannot resist being an ass either. I chose the same one as you. Okay. Same brain cell again, yet again. It's getting scary. I'm back, Sparkle. I told Cypher to steal her plus, and now Sparkle and Cypher having a cat fight. It's kind of ironic that Cypher is having a cat fight, but okay. I love the funny answers. That's why I almost always chose them, yeah. Because Castoriki's thoughts made perfect sense to me. She doesn't know what to do, she just knows the first step. At any rate, I gotta go. Have a good day, Infinite Midnight. Get some rest later, because I know that now you cannot rest. You have work to do. I'm the one who should get rest in 15 minutes from now. Anyway, what I'm trying to lead to is that unfortunately, because it's Saturday tomorrow, I will not be able to stream. Perhaps, highly likely, I will not be able to stream on Sunday either. So that means that we're going for Monday. In case I might have the chance to stream on Sunday, I'll let you know on the posts tab on YouTube. It's kind of bizarre that now, as it gets good, I have to take a 2-day break. But it is what it is. Thank you so much for being here for Midnight. Have a good day. The brain rot consumed us. Yeah, it did. Also, I love Aglaya's voice here.
I am not going to punish her for that.
It's fine, don't worry.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts.
I said the first one, I'm pretty sure. What's the response on the first one?
Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Souls torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, You are someone who has cheated death.
Oh yeah.
I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castorus and meet the god of death himself.
Why not? Yes.
Castorus, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the Flame Chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aklaya.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the River of Souls torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Treby is probably...
Yeah, no.
The answer is quite simple.
What's the answer?
In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault.
What?
That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same.
Oh, now we will meet her, Sifera.
I'll see you at Marmorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Nice. Action hour is the noon. Okay. The high noon. The tumultuous day finally comes to an end. Everyone disperses, each lost in their own thoughts. It was quite the day, let me tell you. Nameless recollection. The servant tells of the mystery within the myths, and the scholar seeks to answer a forbidden puzzle. The truths learned during your travels, head to the book and write it down. Dangheng isn't back yet, huh? Isn't back yet, huh? Did someone say Cypher? Meow. Yeah. Kalus, eyelashes are flattering. That's the look of someone's lost in thought. Mem. That's cheating. How did you suddenly start copying me? But it's not easy for you to truly master the fairy tongue. You have to stay close together to really get the hang of it. But for now, let's open a new chapter. I want to share a new tale with you. Okay, time to write a story. Having uncovered the secret of behind every novel, now drop in the strand of nameless recollection. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. In the courtyard. On the leaves, the rustling wind plays a melody as the girl looks over this courtyard petite and exhales, gently dispersing the palm-held blessings. The entire yard is lit softly, like a dandelion bathed in sunlight.
Is this courtyard a tad too small? It's okay, Clementine.
Yeah, okay.
As long as it provides warmth plenty.
The girl makes the courtyard tidy, and in the evernight lands outside the holy city, there is now a light during Soul's melodies. The girl's skills can bring forth miracles, but today she welcomes a patient quite special.
Welcome to the Twilight Courtyard. How can I help you?
The gravely patient shakes their head.
The end times are coming, and we all wander more and more. Oh, you may heal our wounds, but you cannot cure despair.
The girl watches the patient leave, and her heart swells in sorrow.
Clementine, prepare some things of me. I want this place to be brighter tomorrow.
Sparkle won the cat fight, and I need to call my bodyguard Rappa. Good luck, Julian. Good luck, you're gonna need it. The red-haired child takes the girl's hands.
Long time no see, Hyacinth. Are you here in Akama for a visit, or do you need help from us?
The girl recounts her needs.
I want some shining things, even if they're considered junk.
Multicolored paper bags, crystal clear glass, cottons variously dyed, and jingling wind chimes. The girl brings them back to the courtyard, and spares no effort to decorate all around. And when some fireflies wander in, the girl is all smiles.
Little ones, thank you for your light.
The patient returns here and opens their eyes wide. Multicolored dreams on the rooftop now reside, and the laws contain the sweet whispers of sunlight. A soft breeze passes with no hint of cold, only serving to wake the playful chimes and ocarinas of delight.
Wow, there's light everywhere. What a warm place.
The news is soon spread by the grove, and people with empty hearts visit in droves. The girl prepares candies and tea and listens to every visitor's complaints. People say there was once a star called the sun in the sky, but now that star is no longer there. People say that Aquila took away the world's light. They still left behind a heart bright to illuminate this happy dream in the night. Like the blizzards in the month of mourning doth calamity fall, bearing warmth and dawn's clouds and dawn's calls. Orderless tides swallow up the grove of reason, and that tiny healing haven is also extinguished, broken and barren. When the girl far from home hears of such grave news, the wind brings to her a moment of confusion, but it also evaporates the tears that briefly sparkle into being. The girl still smiles bright and happy. Soon, the people of Ohima see once again the girl collecting more pieces and tokens, wanting to rebuild that pure haven. But she never realized that wherever there stood, she herself was the holy courtyard that light-filled haven. Act concluded. Yakinthea, healer of light. Alright, let's see what this bastard is all about, as I've written. Discard not the broken, Anaxa. This is a tale buried in history. One day, a student elated in victory dashed around the grove's territory.
I saw the spell the professor carved on his body.
The youth with white hair was beside himself in joy.
It must be a power most secret, a means for one man to stand against 1,000.
That spell was rare indeed, for it was a secret way to overturn a cart of hay. This picture is from the music video of Nameless Faces. The scholar was still a mortal body, and yet to snatch life from death, or to reforge a new flesh through a god's remedy. Various minutes, tricks and parody at them all, crafting schemes oh so busy. For everyone knows, he wishes not to use the divine body that is his, refusing rightful custody. And in that unwitnessed moment of his death, final tragedy, he still held the hay cart spell steady, standing alone facing the evil enemy. Now, that craft is regarded as a magnificent study. Not because of what it was, but because of its purpose, known to everybody. In fact, he once crafted miracles, forging silent servants using sorrow as vehicle. Though no sentience, they do their job without obstacles, rivaling Titan King in spectacle. However, one day he suddenly changes his tune.
Creation is the Titan's work, and slavery is the Titan's manacle. When imitating divine evil, there's no need to invest reason, most pinnacle. When
the servants have all been recycled, he deigns not to explain, fearing to waste his reason or muscle, so he jokingly concludes the questioning with a chuckle.
If it's just for odd jobs, students are a better gamble.
The way he addresses himself comes from elsewhere, an imitation of a divine machine with some flair. He happily answers 5 questions for those unaware, knowledge seemingly given with stingy care.
For a wise one, 5 answers reveal creation's secrets, the truth hidden and bold. But a fool learns but not, and is left in the cold. Now, inquire.
That is in fact the scholar's crafty snare. He hides the answer he seeks behind questions posed by those unaware, doling breadcrumbs as bait to lure and compare, whether they inquire may be worthy of his wisdom to share. The scholar never looks at laws and measurements, ignoring the flow and shift of time's passage, and uncomprehending students' gossip in eager regiments.
He is panicked by the flow of time, for his work is yet done, yet to implement.
The stubborn
This man is too arrogant, and he intends to desecrate Orynyx's accomplishments.
You morons ruined the fucking, reading of mine. You did it in completely wrong way, and also you didn't read the first one either. Why? Obviously to drag out class time as a statement. The student's answer seems rather adamant. He's panicked by the flow of time, for his work is yet done, yet to implement. The stubborn assistant interjects in a rare display of testament. This man is too arrogant, and he tends to desecrate Orynyx's accomplishments. The passing sage from another school brings that admonishment. Outside the courtyard, the gossip flows into the scholar's ear. He silently gives a grade to every question and argument, but none know the true answer according to his judgment. Act concluded. He's the only one who's upside down, actually, really showing that he really doesn't give much of a fuck. Also, the tree symbolizes, Kirkis, right? Give me 1 second. I'm back. I just had some shocking news. Not too tragic, actually. But I unfortunately cannot share anything because it is too wild. Shame shit. Different day. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, as I've written. Willing to adorn the living. It's fine. Do you need to leave or something? No, I don't need to leave. It's fine, it's fine. It was just some, bizarre news. That's all. This stream is gonna end in 5 minutes anyway, after I read this. Born with an evil curse, her hand dips into lethal cinnabar and white lead to personally decorate the faces of the dead. Wait a minute, I'm gonna get a hiccup. Oh. Okay, I'm back. Her skills are said to bestow beauty on anyone, even transforming their appearance completely. Many skills were born out of her seclusion, but it painted her dwelling in a gloomy vision. Only a select few have set foot in this mansion, and the thief and the weaver were two such lucky persons. Excuse me, what? The girl converses with all items in the house, with specimens, tea sets, and even pillows in profusion, as if she can hear the response of those non-living things.
I have always lived in isolation. Out of courtesy, this is how I practice my words and actions.
Oh, so Kastoriki owns a mansion, and also, you know, Sifera and Aglaya actually go to visit? Nice. Nice. I guess you girls are gonna have a tea party or something now? It is hard to believe her explanation. Her face when talking shows such a gentle disposition that unless she is telling fabrications, she must regard her partners as mere children. People pass these rumors down. Within the area of her encirclement, all things became frozen, escaping time's increments. This is an exaggeration that is certain, but people only found an ancient lion's head in battles ruined armament. The head itself was nearly dead.
Though they won in fierce battle, the warriors were powerless to turn the tide. It was the embrace where death dwelled that gave early release from their pain.
When you end the live stream, I might go cuddle with Sparkle to make her happy. You do that, Julian. You do that. This is how death escapes time. She keeps every final embrace, hidden in her immortal heart. Out of her numerous works, butterflies and flowers often stand out stark. Ignite them, and you can almost hear the maker's remark. Even in death's silence, her sound can still be heard. It is a gift greatly treasured by the maiden. Few have the honor to be graced with such work. Only one has the heart to burn such a gift, and the reason she gives is rather far-fetched.
I must peer into all fates unknown.
Oh yeah. My wife. Wait a minute, so what was the gift? Out of her numerous works, butterflies and flowers often stand out stark. Okay, the butterflies, I see. The power of time is boundless, and there is one thing it cannot conquer.
Death is abominable in humans' eyes. Apart from my identity, there's nothing about me worthy of praise.
The beloved Goldweaver hears this in distress. She is a beloved, alright. My beloved Goldweaver hears this in distress, then tries to teach her the art of weaving and threads. It has been said that the maiden has works that the holy city possesses, but this is the judgment the Goldweaver expresses.
Ah, well, none can know all things, nor be skilled in all crafts. Her works are too early for the living to comprehend.
Act concluded. More color on the picture. That's so nice. Yippee! We still have 2 for Aglaya and 2 for Midai, so the story is, you know, far from over. There is only 1 for Tribi. Damn. There's still much more for everyone else. There's still too much more for everyone else. Everyone's stories are so deep, I can't keep up. Does Kalos understand them? What is a god exactly? Omnipotent, omniscient, always speaking at others. Someone like me. Omnipotent. Wait, that can't be right. If that's true, then why are there so many strange gods? If there was a god who ensures man never loses her fur, would that be considered omnipotent too? But still, I don't quite get it, so let me ask in another way. There must be a difference between gods and us, right? Otherwise, why would anyone ever want to become a god? To avoid being controlled, to escape the pain. You've stumped me there. To escape the pain. But in the stories of old, the Titans also had their own suffering, right? Because the pain was, how should I say, greater? Would that somehow make it easier to bear? As I keep asking, I only get more and more confused. Maybe I'll wait until I have grown a little more before discussing these things with Kalis. Yeah, you do that. Let me collect the... Oh, we've got more. Nice. Actually, yeah, there we go. How much do I have? 24. Not even fucking close. Oh well. I can't wait for you to meet Cypher, but try not to fight with her. She kinda pisses me off. But I can't forgive her because she is a kitty cat. Oh yeah, I think I have seen a picture of it where she actually uses the speed to steal your money or some shit. I'm not sure what exactly. Let's go to the vortex real quick. Right before I end the stream, I really wanna...
It's still early.
You know,
where to now?
feed the thing over here.
I'm so parched.
Oh, really? There is no more. There wasn't more? Crap.
Ambrosia! Ambrosia!
Shut the fuck up. Ambrosia. Ambrosia.
It's still early. Where to now?
Drunk, stupid Titan bitch. How cruel I am. Well, actually, no. I don't want to finish here. Since we are... This sounds like my girlfriend. I mean, what? Yeah, more or less. Anyway, since yeah, we're gonna be missing for 2 days, I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna be beside my wife until we continue this at Monday. Perhaps on Sunday. I'm not sure. We'll see. As I said, we'll see. Okay, perfect. It's perfect. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. You are indeed cruel. I am, yes. I'll see you all next time. Luz, Julian, Infinite Midnight as well. I like Gamer Girl, Light. Thank you all so much for being here. D-Size, thank you truly for being here. I truly appreciate it. I wish you all a good weekend and stay safe. Okay? Bye-bye. Later. See ya.